Alrighty, friends, this is your host, ID Jester, back in with California Angels, 1986. You want to find out the reasons behind what we're doing or why we're doing it? Watch video one. Anyways, I'm going to just get right into it and keep playing. We're not going to go over anything. We're going to go over the lineups real quick, and that'll be it. So, Bobby Grich, second base, Wally Joyner is at first. Doug DeCinces at third. Brian Downing is the DH. George Hendricks, right field. Daryl Miller, left field. Burleson is short. Bob Boone catching, and Gary Pettis is the center fielder. Pitching today, a pitcher, John Candelaria. If it will focus in, that would be awesome. So I'm just saying, sometime today. There you go. He's an A pitcher, XY in parentheses, Z, and then 23. For Seattle, it goes like this. Let's hope it gets better today for Seattle than it did yesterday in Game 1. Tartabull's at second. Phil Bradley's in left. Ivan Calderon is right fielder. Thomas Gorman is the DH. Jim Presley's at third. Dave Henderson is in center. Bobby Bunnell is at first. Steve Yeager is the catcher, and Spike Owens is the shortstop. Pitching today for Seattle is going to be Mark Langston here, or yeah, I think it's Mark Langston. Yeah, that's it, Mark Langston. Couldn't remember his first name, but I'm pretty sure it's Mark. Come on, focus, you damn thing. Anyways, this C pitcher, X Y in parentheses, and a W. Seattle is fielding 35 again, which puts them at fielding 3. California is fielding 41 exactly, so they will be fielding 1. Away we go. Nope, I gotta switch my thing up here, go back there, and away we go. Grich batting 400 a season, 65, is a 35. Ground out at first. Ground out to first. That's it. Ground ball to first. There we go. So Grich is out of there. Wally Joyner. Wally Joyner is batting 670, 667, 4 hits, 6 at bats. 46, 13 struck him out. Much better start for Seattle than yesterday. Doug DeCinces, 36, 33, fielding 3. It's a pop fly. It's going to second base, and that'll be it for California. 1-2-3 inning. They didn't have much of that in game number 1 of the season. I do need to get my, where is my screenshot of my players here? Yep, there we go. All right, so pitching, John Candelaria, a pitcher. Does have the Z. And the X, Y are in one parenthesis, so I'm assuming it has to have both the X and the Y. Tartabull, he's batting, looking for his first hit. 21. That's not going to do it. Steinreich, 3 called on the outside corner. 1 away. And I'm going to have to slide all of this stuff over a little bit to give myself room. There. A little bit more. A little bit more. A little bit more. There we go. Phil Bradley, 31. That is a 9 with an A pitcher. Bases empty, 9. Is out at first. Ground ball to short. Picking that one up is Burleson. Throws it to Joyner at first. 2 away. Ivan Calderon. Perez. Phantomatic, how you doing, buddy? 52, 27. They are fielding 1 again. 27 is going to be, he doesn't have the, he's got X, Y, so X does not come into play, so it's going to be ground out to third. And that's going to do it for Seattle. So after 1 inning, no score here. Let me actually change this over to the scoreboard. That might help you all. There we go. All right, Brian Downing, 500 average, 2 hits, 4 bats. 32, 26, and that's going to be ground ball It's hit towards Tartable at second. He's going to throw it on to Barry Bunnell at first. One away. George Hendrick. This is the second inning of the first game where the California Angels brought 13 men up to the plate. So George Hendrick, 34. Is a 31. It's going to be a fly out to center. 2 away. And Darrell Keith Miller, left fielder, his first at bat. 52 is another 27. That's going to be a ground ball to third. And 2 scoreless innings for Seattle. Thomas Gorman, 25. That is a 19. And that's going to be an error. Down to third base goes the ball to Sensei, and he's going to overthrow first on the play. So error on the third baseman. Reached on an error. Error on third. So DeSensei gets, let's Seattle get on base. Brings up Presley, runner at first now. 6 and 5, 35, fielding 1, 35, fouled out. Pop up to the catcher. Pops it up. We'll go with, yeah, we'll go pop up. That's fine. I could have done foul out, but doesn't really matter. It's the same result on the sheet, I guess. So they'll still runner at first, 1 away. Henderson, Dave Henderson, future Red Sox. 43 is a 29. Out at first, runner moves to second. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Ground ball to the pitcher. Moving to second on the play. So runner at second for Robert Bobby Barry Bunnell. 12, 25. And that would have been a double play, but they don't need it. They just need the ground out. So double play, it would go on to second base first. So it's going to be grounder to second. And that's going to do it. So we move on to the third, cruising right along here. 33, Burleson's going to get a 0. It's hit hard. Let's see where it goes. Langston is a C pitcher. 33 and then another 33, and that one is headed out. And moving back towards the wall and looking up is Ivan Calderon, and that one sails over his head into the stands. Gone. Home run, Rick Burleson, and California takes a 1-0 lead. That's 3-3 and then another 3-3. Bob Boone, 23. 12. Fielding 3 out at first. Ground ball to third. Gary Pettis. 21. 30. That's a pop fly. It's going out there to left field. Out there in left is Phil Bradley. And he's going to make the catch. Fly ball to left. 2 away for the top of the lineup, Bobby Grich. 65 is a 35. That is going to be a ground ball to first. 2 ground balls to first, I believe. Not good, but they do get a 1-0 lead on Seattle. Yeager, catcher, 61, 24. Ground ball to short. Spike Owen, shortstop. 42. 23. That one's going to fall in left field, and he is going to drop that one. So another error. Reached on an error. This one's on the left fielder. Out there is going to be Darrell Miller. couple of players making their debut today. And Spike Owens is on first for Danny Tartable. Still looking for his first hit. 56. No, let's try that again. That's a 54. 32, runner at first. Fly out to right, runners hold. Phil Bradley. Phil Bradley. 32 is a 26. Fielder's choice. There's 2 outs, so it doesn't matter, but a fielder's choice. It's going from second to short. That's going to be Gritch over to Burleson. So fielder's choice for 6. Take the easy way out. Mine as well. And we're through 3. 1-0 California on the home run by Rick Burleson. Gritch back up. I'm sorry, Gritch is out, so it should be Joyner. Batting .571. 12. That is a 25. That's going to be ground ball. It's hit 2 seconds. Tartable. He's going to backhand that. Throw it to Bonnell. Bonnell. That's first out to Sensei. He's got a home run, a double already in the season. To Sensei. 6-6, and that one is home run number 2 of the season. That is going far and still going and gone. Doug DeSensei, another home run, 2nd of the season. He's on a record pace of 162 home runs this season. Brian Downing, 35. That's a 42. Hit by the pitch. So they hit him. Didn't like how Doug DeSensei was flipping the bat or something. So Downing goes to first on the hit batter. Hendrick, 21. That's a 26. That's going to be a ground ball. Nope, we have a runner first. Hang on a second. 26. Batter safe at first. Fielder's choice for 6. So fielder's choice for 6 again. Brings up Darren Miller. 64. Struck him out. I believe that's the first strikeout of the game. No, that's not true. Danny Tartable struck out to start the game off. Brings up Ivan Calderon down 2 against Candelaria. 35. Struck him out. Outside corner. He didn't like the call, but the ump puts his arm up. Gorman reached on an error in the 2nd inning. 32. 26. Fielding 1. That's going to ground ball. It's hit to 2nd. I put short, but it doesn't really matter. All right, Jim Presley, 3rd baseman, popped up to the catcher, 61. This time he's going to ground out to short. I'm going to put the 2nd baseman to even it out. There we go. Since I messed up the one time, I undid the mess, and so there we go. 2-0 California, top of 5. Burleson, Langston can go 29. He's given up 2 runs so far. Burleson first time up, home run. And this time that's a 0 off of Burleson. 32 is an 8. He is a C pitcher, 8. That's going to be a single by Burleson. Brings up Bob Boone. Bob Boone's actually looking for his first hit. He's got 5 at-bats. Scored 2 runs, so he's walked a couple times. 2 RBIs, a couple ground outs, a walk and a strikeout. Bob Boone. 56. 34, runner at first, and they are fielding 3. 34. It's a high fly ball. It's to short. Left field, the shortstop's back to make the catch. We'll call that a pop-up to short. Burleson will stay on first. Gary Pettis. Full out to left. 32-26. It's going to be a fielder's choice. Again, ground ball to second. Over to short. And that's going to bring up Bobby Grich. Yes, he's had 2 ground balls right down the line, both times picked up by Bunnell at first and taken to the bag. Let's see if he can try something different. Well, that's a 12. That's a 25. Base runners at first, 25. It's a 4-6-3, but they only need 1 out, so we're just going to put that down as a 4-3. And we'll call it a day there. 2-0 California. Bottom of 5, Candelaria. 34. That's a 31. California's fielding 1, so that's going to be a fly ball. It's going out to center field. Out there in center is Gary Pettis. 1 away. Brings up Barry Bunnell, first baseman. 61 is a 24. That's going to be ground ball to short. Not many strikeouts with these XY combos. Yeager grounded to short. 25 is a 9 against an A. 9 and an A is a ground ball to short. So 2 ground balls out there to Burleson, and he makes both plays. We go to the 7th. I'm sorry, go to the 6th. Wally Joyner. 4 hits, 8 at-bats, 4 RBIs, a triple. He's done everything. Mr. Joyner. 21, 30. That's going to be a fly out to left unless K strikeout. No K. So it'll be a fly out to left. To Sensei. 625 average. 2 home runs already. Slugging 1,500. 65. Can't keep it going. 35. Ground ball to first. And Jay Browning. Brian. 54 is a 32. That's a fly to right. It's 1-2-3 inning there by Langston. Go to the bottom of the 6th. Candelaria. Oh, that's a foul ball. Spike Owens, shortstop, got on with the error. 6 and a 2 makes it a 62-30. Fly out to left. And brings up the top of the lineup for Danny Tartable. Oh, foul ball. Another foul ball. I'm trying to throw it in there too hard now. Just need to put it in there. 1-2. 25. Ground ball. It's going to second. That's going to be Grich. The Grich who stole the baseball. Ground ball to second. 2-way for Phil Bradley. 25. 8 against the A is a pop fly. That one's in foul territory. Over there is to Sensei. He's going to make the catch. Side retired. So we go on to the 7. Langston, huh? It's only giving up 2 hits, so we're going to leave Langston in there. That's a 15. 15 is an 8 off of a C. A C and an 8 is a single. So Hendricks on with the single. Miller looking for his first hit. 45. 45 is a walk. 45 Hang on a second. Let me just double check everything. We have a runner at first. A 45 is a 14. No Z's. So it's going to be a walk. So runners at first and second. Nobody out. Here comes California. And the man up to the plate you want to see is Rick Burleson. 667 average, slugging percentage of 1166. He's got a home run and a single so far. 14, the big lead up for nothing. Runners at first and second, and he rolled a 30. Runners at first and second. Fly out to left, runners hold. Fly out to left. Unfortunately, couldn't come through that time, but Bob Moon might. Not this time. 41-24. That's going to be a double play. 4-6-3, and they're going to get out of the inning. Double play. 4-6-3. That's going to go Tartable. Flips it over to Spike Owens. On to Bonnell at first. And side retired. So California had a chance to capitalize, but Langston gets out of it. Candelaria out here in the seventh. Calderon 33 is a 7. Off the A pitcher is a single. And he's given up a hit. I wasn't going to say anything. I was not going to say anything because he was going in the 7th inning with a no-hitter going. But he finally gave up the single. Thomas Gorman 0 for 2. No, I'm sorry, 0 for 1. He got on reached with an error on the error. 14. 14 is a 30, fielding 1, and it's a fly to left. One away for Presley. 55 is an 8. Versus the A pitcher, 8. Out at first, runner to second. So ground ball to first. And moving to second on the play. So runner at second, scoring position for Dave Henderson. 2 away here in the bottom of the 7th, only 2-0. 56. Struck him out. Big strikeout there by Candelaria under pressure. Candelaria comes through, and California gets out of it. We go in the 8th, and I think Langston's going to make a call to the pen here. They're going to bring in, he can only make 29. We're coming up to 27, so we're going to bring in Paul Marabella again, I think. He's a D-grade pitcher, but he does have the Y, so might get a few strikeouts there. So new pitcher coming in, Paul Marabella. So Paul Marabella in to face off against Gary Pettis. 143 average. 32 is a 26. They're only fielding 3, but it's a ground ball. Hit there to second base, Tartable. He's going to throw it to Bonnell. 1 away, top of the lineup. Brings up Gritch. 0 for 3 is Gritch. 7 versus the D is the single. So Gritch gets a board. Brings up Joyner. Between Joyner and Burleson, those two have been carrying this team. Joyner, 12. 25 with a runner at first is going to be a 4-6-3 double play. So they get out of it. 4-6-3. And that's it. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Candelaria will stay out there up 2-0. Bonnell, 23 is a 12. Grounder to third. Yeager, 2 ground balls to short. 45, 14. You'll walk this time. Spike Owens. First walk given up by Candelaria, by the way. 12, 25 runner at first. They are fielding 1, 25. And that's your 4-6-3 double play unless he's got a K. He does not have a K, so good thing because he'd rather have the ground ball double play. And 25 is the 4-3 combo. 4-6-3, that's what I meant to say. There we go. So just like that, boom, 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 they're out of the inning. We go to the ninth, 2-0. Good game here to Sensei. 2 home runs so far. We've only played 2 games. That's pretty good. Oop, that one he hit long way, but it went foul. 6-5, 35 is ground ball to first. That ground ball, that should have went to first base. Hello, thank you. Just Sensei's out. Browning, the DH, he's 0 for 3. Oh, foul. 63, 31, bases empty, 31. They're fielding 3. Fly to center. And George Hendrick. Single last time up. 53 is a 16. Single. Batter to second on the error to center fielder. So single and then an error. Single and then to second on the error. All right. And the error was 53 was a 16. That is going to be center fielder. Error on the center fielder. And that is Dave Henderson. Makes the error, and Hendricks gets in scoring position because of the error. That brings up Miller. 2-way here in the top of the 9th. 34 is a 31 with a runner at second. 34, 31. 31 is a fly to center. That's going to do it. So Marabella comes in, pitches a couple strong innings there, unlike yesterday. Danny Tartable, and I think they're going to leave Candelaria out there. Candelaria can, actually he cannot. He's already gone past his 23. Candelaria's only got a 23, so probably should have pulled him going into the 8th, but he was shooting for a shutout. I believe there's some rules on that. Let me just double check, because I think you can actually, if an A pitcher allows no earned runs in 8 consecutive innings, he will not then be affected by subsequent innings by the pitcher reduction factor described above. However, he can't advance his grade on beyond 8, blah, blah, blah. So, okay. All right. Shutout. He's good. Now, I want to pull him. I don't see any rules on that tabletop baseball, and I could be wrong. I might be missing something, but I don't see any way to extend it. The only thing that it says is if an A pitcher is allowed no earned runs in any 8 consecutive innings, which he has, he will not be affected by subsequent innings by the. So I mean, he won't get deducted. Because he's got a shutout going. Do we want to leave Candelaria in there? Slanton is a D pitcher, but I kind of messed up. That's why I want to pull him, because he should have only faced 23 batters. He's now at 27 batters. So he shouldn't have actually pitched the 8th inning. He should have only pitched to the 7th inning, which means if he was at the end of the 7th inning, he wouldn't have had this. You see what I'm saying? So an A pitcher needs to go 8 consecutive innings, but he should have only went 7 because he's only got a 23. 20, let's see, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So he hit his 23rd batter in the 7th inning. So at the 7th inning, in the 7th inning, yeah, I'm gonna pull him. I'm gonna pull him. Candelaria is out, and coming in is gonna be Slanton, because he shouldn't have gone that far, I don't think. So Slanton's in, unfortunately, but that's the way it is. He only needs 3 outs. They're up 2-0. Danny Tartable, he is a D pitcher, though. He's got an R value there, too. Wow. And they list him only as a starter, which is interesting because in this game, he actually came in and relieved this game. That's why I have his card. So let's see. Did something happen in the game that caused him to pull Candelaria? Was he injured or anything? I'm looking because it's a little weird they would bring in a starting pitcher if Candelaria. How long did Candelaria pitch in this one? Candelaria pitched. He only pitched 2 innings in this real life. So I'm looking to see if there's any injury or something that caused him to be pulled. So that's why they brought in Slanton, because they needed 7 more innings. Yeah, I think I'll just batter face is master game. Tabletop, why are you not a moderator? Huh? Thought I added you as a moderator. Well, I add you again, I guess. If he's pitching a shutout, he should go past his batter's face. All right. I would agree with that, but it's unfortunate. I didn't realize they were bringing in a starter, or I wouldn't have done that. I would have left Candelaria in there. But since I've already put it in the ball score, I guess it's up to Slanton to win this one. Danny Tarnable, 0 for 3. Still looking for his first hit of the season. 63, 32. What do we got? Bases empty, right? 32. They are fielding 1, which is a big help. And that's going to be a fly out to right. Damn it. Fly out to right. I got to click back on there. Fly out to right field. He only needs to get 2 more. Come on, he can do that. Phil Bradley. 63, 31. That's going to be a fly out to center. Shit. I got to change that. I put down right field instead of center. I've been hitting all the wrong buttons tonight. Down their last out, California. You know, the other thing, since you're just joining us, Candelaria, if you look at that, look at first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. He didn't give up a hit until the 7th inning. He had a no-hitter going into the 7th. Calderon, he's got a single. The only hit of the game A single in the 7th. Ivan Calderon. And that's going to be a 12-25. Ground ball out to second. Scooping that one up is Gritch. He throws it to first. Joyner stretches, makes the catch. Side retired. Game over. Ground ball to second. And that's that. And I'll pop you guys over to the desktop real quick so you can check out the stat line here. File in the game. So Candelaria, we'll give Slatton the save. Why not? Langston with the loss. Good pitching matchup actually today. Home run in the 3rd by Rick Burleson, and then a home run in the 4th by Doug DeSense. The only thing they really gave up all game. So good effort there by Seattle after getting drummed out of the ballpark yesterday in the first game of the season. It was ugly. But 2 errors in California, 1 on Seattle. But California starts the season off 2 games, 2 wins, no losses. Good way to start the season for California. Got 1 more game against Seattle. And that game only took us less than 35 minutes, I think, somewhere around 35 minutes. Because of the format we're using and everything. So that's nice to see. Nice quick games. Don't have to stress too much about them. So there you go. Let's export the data. And there we go. All right, so that is game number 2 of the season. Now I need to save the scorebook file as game 2, game 2E. Thank you. All right, so 1 more game against Seattle for California. That was a much more interesting, close game. Do I use advanced fielding? Right now I'm just using basic everything. If you want to know why, you can watch video number 1 where I go on an hour rant about why things are the way they are and what we're doing with APBA and why we're not using the master system. And how disappointed I am after I ordered the basic and the advanced systems. And as you can see here, a little Game Master Edition book here. How disappointed I am after looking through and reading this. Just the advanced algorithm matrix that you need to do just to find out if your runner goes from first to second or steals second base is ridiculous. It's a big waste of time, and I'm not going to use that. Now, in my earlier video, when I was ranting and raving, several people said they had other sheets they were going to try and send me that had a combination of the basic and advanced rules and stuff like that. So we'll see if I get any of those and see if it's any better. But the master system for APBA is absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. It's a waste of money. I would not advise anyone getting it. That's just my personal opinion. Unfortunately, I've got the Merino boards, which I've converted over into my own Excel files, but the problem with the Merino boards is they still use a lot of that advanced matrix system to figure out what happens with a single runner movement, and it's crazy. It should not be that hard. So I'm not using that either. Unfortunately, I didn't realize that's what the master system was, but too late now. I can continue the Paul Merino boards on Excel if you'd like them. I am using them for my Brewers replay. That's what I have, I think, is the Merino boards. The problem with the Merino boards is just, I sent you a message, actually, Tabletop Baseball Plus, about what system you were using or what you were using for this, because it doesn't seem like you were using this on your runner advancement or anything. I like this part. I like the I like the adjustment on the batter and the pitchers and the lefty righty splits and all that is all good because it's quick and easy. But this runner advancements part is just horrible. It just takes way too long to calculate it. I mean, you're going to have to look at your runner's values. You're going to have to find your arm value. Then you got to find the number and you got to adjust it. It's just crazy. Oh, you got the same boards that I am. I mean, mine are kind of older, but you know, I've updated mine. I basically took these sheets, right? The Merino board sheets have been zip copied and sand a bunch of different times, and it's hard to read some of the numbers and the lettering. So I just took them, just took the sheets and I put them into Excel myself. So I have them in a nice clean format. It's just after I got the master edition, and reading through the rules and trying to figure it out. You know, like this crazy fly out to left to find out if the runner can tag up and come home. You know, it's 50, and then you got to subtract the arm and the run ratings. And oh my God, it's just horrible. It's way too much effort to find out if a runner can advance. This is my opinion. This is my opinion. That's all. Tagging up is all you need to figure out. Depth plus speed minus arm for tagging up. Oh, so they don't have it on the rest of them, just tagging up. That wouldn't be horrible, I guess. So if I have a runner on third, let's say I have a runner on second. Let's look at my runner on second board here. First and second, that'll work. Well, it's better. That's for sure. It's definitely better. Runner in first and third. Yeah, it's definitely better. I agree. Uh, 'Cause I mean, this is so much better, and I love this. You know, this is adds some more strategy and it adds lefty righty matchups, right? So I love that. So maybe I will use these boards because I mean, you know, this is a lot better than the master board edition where half of the time you have to calculate things and runners advancement and everything. At least this is, you know, single, runner to scores, runner to seconds. So you don't have to recalculate everything. I do like that. So the only thing you'd have to calculate is on a tag up, which still, it's better though. Maybe I will use the Merino boards then. Tagging up, oh, I see, is depth plus speed minus outfielder arm is your chance number. So what is the 50, 56, 61 then? Depth plus speed. Is that your depth? Plus speed minus arm is, oh, I get it. Okay, so if it's hit 50, you add the speed of the runner. We'll just take this guy for an example. He's a speed of 6. So take it up to a 56. Subtract the outfielder's arm. We'll just use his arm, which is 25. So 56 minus 25 is what? 31. So you need to roll a 31 or less. Well, that's easier than the other way. That's for sure. That is easier. Hmm. Oh, you roll decent. Right. To get to figure out which number you're using. So if you got three numbers, one, two is the first one. So in this case, you know, one would be the first number. Two, one, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, I know that. I do. I mean, I like this much better. I just feel like I wasted money getting these master boards, which is kind of a damn shame. But what are you gonna do? I guess it's just such a pain to calculate all that stuff. Now maybe after you try it a few times, maybe it gets use the steel success chart for seeing if he's successful in tagging up. Really? In the basic rules, use his success steel chart. Where is that? Sacrifice bond. Where is the? Oh, that must be in the master. No, it's not. Is it? Yeah, I think it's in the master rule board, right? It's got to be in the master rules. I got stuff falling everywhere. Steel chance table. Hmm. 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 I don't know. I mean, I kind of like the simplicity of the simple game. If there's a way to add the simple game in just this part back into it, that would be super good. I mean, we talked about this in my first video, but you know, having a simple, easy game is kind of what Apple was known for, and then they went and messed it up by adding that master edition, the crazy rules. Take your value, find it on the chart, and then you can see what you need to roll. Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think I like the simplicity of the simple. I play enough complex games that I don't need to have another complex one. It's kind of nice just playing a game in 20 or 30 minutes. But I would like to add the lefty-righty splits, and the only way to do that is with the pitcher adjustments. Hmm. I don't know. We'll have to see. Like I said, I think the simplicity is good, but it takes a lot of the strategy, I guess, out of it. A little less strategy, but that's kind of can make the game a little bit quicker at least that way. Hmm. I was looking to see if there's a way. I might have to create my own charts. I might have to create my own charts. I like, just take this and add in this. Take this and add in this. I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. All right, guys. Well, thanks to Tabletop Baseball Plus. Doug, have you ever played History Maker? No, I don't like History Maker. Sorry. Just a personal preference. But Doug, I appreciate you coming by as well, so thank you. Phantomatic as well, everyone. I appreciate it, guys. That's game number 2. California starts off 2-0, 2 games. They crushed Seattle the first game. The second game, Candelaria doesn't give up a hit until the 7th inning, and then finally gave up a hit, a single. And let's see, you guys can switch back over here. So there it was, 1 hit, 1 walk, and then 2 errors. E5, and who was the other error on? E7. And E5 and E7. You only had 3 strikeouts, 1 walk, 1 hit. 1 hit the Seattle Mariners. If it wasn't for that 1 hit, he would have had a no-hitter. That would have been epic. So value of 31 means you need to roll 61 or less to be safe. Really? Mm. Well, let's look at this. I mean, I might just freaking go crazy and just, what am I doing here? I'm not looking at that. I know that. Oh, right. So if you roll, the value of 31 means you need to roll 61 or less. Oh, I see. Okay, so that's, oh, you guys can't see because you're on the other side. Sorry. Yeah. So 31 means you need to roll 61 or less. Right? Because it's based upon the 36 different values of the dice. I'm just afraid if I add the master values and try to calculate everything, it would be a real pain in the ass to do. I don't know how many times it comes into play, though. You know, if it happens all the time or if it just happens every once in a while. I kind of feel like I wasted my money, so I want to get my money's worth by using the Master Edition, but I don't know. I like how you have your sacrifice and hit and run on each one of the plays too, which is nice. Obviously, it doesn't have it on this because you can't hit and run in this situation. You can't hit and run in this situation, but the situations you can hit and run, it does have them. Like this one right here, first and third. So I like the fact that it's got the sacrifice and hit and run in each one of the different situations. And I like the fact that it's lefty righty because of the pitchers. I like that. The only thing I don't like is this trying to advance the runners and trying to understand their advanced calculus algorithm on trying to get a runner to move one base or an extra base, which is should be, a little bit easier than that. My opinion. My opinion. But obviously, if you're going to play Master Edition, you're going to be dedicated to the system. I don't know how dedicated I can get, but so this is what drives me crazy is all this. It's a single to the left, 2, the runner at second, 57, 67. If there's 2 outs, goes to left field. Of course, the first baseman can throw it to third base or second base or to the catcher, and the runner at first can go, it's hit to left field. The third baseman can go to second base. And of course, then if you are a PR, you're going to read this value, which is totally different. I mean, once you understand it, it's probably not that hard, but man, it does come into play more often on the Merino boards. It doesn't come into play more often. It doesn't come into play more often on the Merino boards. It doesn't come into play more often on the Merino boards. I mean, stealing should be a little bit easier too. Let's be honest. I mean, I know they wanted to go advanced, super, super advanced, but they take the best thing about APBA baseball is that it's an easy, quick game, and then they slow it down by adding all these extra rules. Which, I mean, if you want to make it more realistic, you can add those extra rules, right? Not very often. Oh, okay. Doesn't come into play very often. Okay. I mean, I might try the merino boards just to give them a chance, just to see if they're any better, how hard, how complex they are. I don't think it would be that bad to add them at least, you know. First, third. And then the fact that I went through and took the merino boards and put them into an Excel sheet because I couldn't read my copy of the sheets is, and I just realized I actually forgot to do a sheet. I forgot to do the second and third sheet. I got bases empty, runner first, runner second, runner third, runner at first and second, runner at first and third, and bases full. How did I forget the second and third? That's kind of crazy. Either that or I forgot to print them out, but I don't think so. I'll have to check at work and see. But yeah, I couldn't read my copy that I got of the merino boards, and it was really hard to see all the values. So I don't know. I mean, the merino boards seem okay, but can you add this in without causing it to slow the game down to a crawl? I mean, the one way around this is just never use them, right? So if it's a fly out, it's a fly out, and you don't just never send the runner. You just say, okay, well, I won't send the runner then. Or if it's a single to right, I mean, you just advance the runner one base instead of having to calculate whether he runs from first to third or not. Hmm. All right. Well, there you go. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it there, Tabletop Baseball Plus. We'll be in touch, I'm sure. Email me, idgesterlive@gmail.com. idgesterlive@gmail.com. If you have any boards you want to share or anything, any information, just send me an email. I appreciate it. Till the next time we get together, we'll see everyone very, very soon. Take care.